Our next set of loops are blues shuffle loops. And you can look at page 16 to see the intro on these. Now what we're basically going to be doing is playing what we call a shuffle pattern, which is a rhythm. It's that kind of triplet eighth note rhythm. We're going to be playing these as all down picks, and we're going to be only playing 2 strings at a time. And it's going to sound very cool. If you look at the beginning of page 16, you'll see up at the top it says A7, but then in the first measure you've got the 5th string open the whole time, while the 4th string goes from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret to the 5th fret and back to the 4th fret. Now look at the fingers underneath the tab and you'll see that you're starting with the 5th string open and the first finger on the 4th string 2nd fret. You pluck those 2 strings twice. Then leaving the first finger on, you use your 3rd finger to play the 4th fret. Leaving those 2 fingers on, you use the pinky to play the 5th fret. And then you go back to the 4th fret depressed by the 3rd finger. This will be a bit of a stretch at first, but trust me, it's worth it to get that blues sound. So that first measure then is all open on the 5th string, and on the 4th string it's going from the 2nd fret played with the 1st finger to the 4th fret played by the 3rd finger to the 5th fret played by the pinky and back down to the 4th fret, or in time like this. Ready and that would be the A7 measure. Now the second measure is D7. You're doing exactly the same thing but just 1 string towards the treble. So the 4th string is open the whole time and you're now using the 1st, 3rd, and 4th fingers of the left hand to depress the 3rd string. As you can see in the tab, it starts with 4th string open and 3rd string at the 2nd fret. Then add your 3rd finger to play the 4th fret, and then your pinky to play the 5th fret, and then come back down to the 4th fret. And it's really important to keep your fingers down when you're adding them on the higher frets. That keeps the sustain of the notes going. So that second measure on the D7 now sounds like this. Ready and remember just to play those 2 strings. Now the third measure is the E7 chord. It looks very similar to the other 2. This time the 6th string is open the whole time and you're playing the notes on the 5th string, the same frets and the same fingers. From 2nd fret to 4th fret to 5th fret and back down to 4th fret. So the third measure sounds like this. Ready and. So we've got A, D, and E. All down plucks. Now another technique you can use to make it sound even more bluesy is to take the palm of the right hand and lay it on the strings behind the sound hole. And this way when you strum and pluck, you just get a muted sound. You can hear the strings, but they don't ring clearly. This would be the A7 clear, and this with the right hand doing what we call palm muting, muting the strings with your palm. Open, and using the palm muting. Gives it a little bit of a closed sound and very bluesy. Here are those 3 measures now played with the palm muting. Ready and. There's the D, here comes the E7, and now we're ready to play the blues.